everyone, it's April here from Dragons and Dresses Craftsorium, and if you're new here, welcome, 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 and if you're not, and if you're a subscriber, well then welcome back. Good to see you again. Well, today I'm going to do a comparison, so to speak. Now, one of the things I did already take out of the package because I use it quite frequently, and I put it in a big bin because I buy it at Hobby Lobby, and it's called Perfect Cast. And it's $7.50 for a 4-pound bag. Now, granted, it is not white when it's done, but if you're going to paint it anyway, it really doesn't matter. You can add colors to it, but today we're just going to do them raw, just the way they come. And it'll be the Perfect Cast, which is in a different container. J. Dixon's Resin-Crete, which is an eco water-based. Mix to Mold from Michaels. And I got from across the pond, and I know I put it here somewhere, Eco Pour from Just For You Online UK. So we are going to do that today. I already have the Eco-Crete, the Resin-Crete by J. Dixon here, and I'm going to do them Resin-Crete, Mix to Mold, Eco Pour, and Perfect Cast. I'm going to do this in a small batch. I have my scale out here because I'm going to try to get it right, and I'm going to put them in the same mold. I'm not going to use that one because it's a bigger. These are about the same, so I'm going to use those, and it's not going to take very much at all. Anything that's left over, I have another mold over here. I can just dump it into that mold. So with that being said, let's get this party started. So this one says for every 100 grams, add 30 grams by weight, not volume. 8 minutes work time for the J. Dixon. Curing time is 20 minutes. Well, we're going to let it sit for about 30 minutes or so because they're not going to be very deep. So, okay, and I don't need very much, so it's 10 to 3. Right? Yes, 10 to 3. Yep, 10 to 3 base and water by weight. So if I put, y'all help me out now. Don't forget to yell out if I'm wrong. All right, so grams. I'm going to put, can you see that? Yeah, you can see the scale. Okay. If I put 30 grams of the powder, then I can put 369 grams of water. It's still saying 29. Oh, y'all can see that. See 29. Oh, 31. How did I go that far? And it shut off. So this is the same exact cup. So we're going to take that there, zero it out, and then switch that cup out. 30. Now it's saying 32. We're going to go there. All right, that's that one. Oh, let me put this back in here. Came with a little scoop, which I do like that. And the water is going to be 9 grams of water, which I have. A bottle of water here. 4, 6, 8, 9. There we go. All right, I'm going to sit that one there. Now that's the J. Dixon Resin-Crete. Let me write that on the desk paper here. And the next one's going to be Mix to Mold. And then this is going to be Eco Pour. And this is Perfect Cast. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's there. All right, there's that one. Now we got mix to mold right here. Oops. Zero it out and put it back on grams. Okay. And it has a little scoop with it. Ooh, that went everywhere. That is not what I wanted. This one seems to be a little heavier. There we go. And it comes in a nice big bucket too. I already have used the magic pour, and I really like it a lot. It's very smooth and silky after it's done curing. Okay. Clear it out. Come on, you can do it. Here we go, 0. And this will need 9. A little too much there. 9. Okay, that's the mixed mold. I'm not mixing any of them up yet. I'm going to do this one all at the same time. And I had, oh, it's right here on my lap. I got the powder in these cavities, and I want to make sure I get it all out. I don't want to contaminate anything. There, I cleaned it all out. I'm going to set it off to the side over there so that it doesn't get ucky, ooh. Oh, whoops, missed the spot. Okay. All right, now this one's going to be the Eco Pour. Where did I put it? I would lose my head if it wasn't attached. Well, I'm here to told you. Okay, zero it out. Come on, you can do it. There we go. And I've had this for a couple of weeks now. I will put these in a container. This one doesn't have a scoop, so I'm going to use a cup. Okay, 0, 19. 28. This one looks a little gray. I'm just going to leave that little cup in there because I never know when I'll use it. Leave it in there. All right, that one out of the way. Whew. And the water cup. That is not 24 grams of water. It is a little too much though. 9. Okay, perfect. Well, as perfect can be, I guess. All right, whoop. There's the next one. Now this one's going to be the Perfect Cast from Hobby Lobby. You can also get it online too, but it's $7.50 for a 4-pound bag at Hobby Lobby, and it's super strong. I've used this a lot, and if you're going to paint your project anyway, then it really doesn't matter because, oh, I keep doing that. Okay. If you hear my computer going doo-doo, it's because I have a conversation going with someone about the same exact thing. So I was asking some advice. 6, 8, 9. Okay, those are all done. I'm going to turn this off and move it. Wipe it down real good. Wipe the desk off a wee bit with all this extra powders everywhere. I just put this paper down too. Okay, so what we're going to do is it's going to be, so this will go here, and then this one will go there, that one will go there, and that one will go there. Okay? I have this little mixing doohickey thing that came with the Bria Reese case, or package that I got, the accessories kit, that's what it's called, from Michael's. And I'm trying to clean off, it's got a hair on it, not that it matters. Okay, so the first one is the J. Diction Resin-crete, and you can see that yet. So I'm going to pour the water in there. Now this is according to their recipe. I'm not adding anything to this. I'm not stopping anything. I may time lapse the curing, but that would be about it. And I am going to wipe my whisk off in between. Okay. Okay, let's pour the Resin-crete in there. There isn't really much left in that, so dome it up just a little bit. Okay, there's that one. I'm going to spray it with a little alcohol to keep the I don't know why I sprayed that with alcohol. It's not resin. Okay, cleaned off, and time for the mixture mold according to their calculation. And pour it in. This part of my desk is not completely level, so alright, there's that one. And I will take these outside and hose them off because you do not want to rinse these off in your sink. I have a big bucket that I stick all this stuff in over here, and then I'll take it out once or twice a week and wash everything out, but the bucket has water in it. But you can always crack everything out of these too. So, all right, here's the Eco Pour, which is this one. Here's the water for it. This one doesn't seem to be very white either. Okay, the Eco Pour is 10 to 3, but it needed more water. See that? So, where's my water? I'm going to add just a couple of drops at a time. Needs a little bit more. I'm like Tracy, I don't really do the maths, but according to, I have to reread that because that one may have been different. I think I may have messed this one up. If I did, I will redo this one. I think this one is milliliters to grams, like grams of powder and milliliters of water. I have to check the bag. Guess I should have read that, huh? Because there is a difference in weight and volume, rather. All right, this one's thicker. And it's not bright white either, like the others. I know that the Resin-Crete one will not be bright white. I mean, the Perfect Cast, rather. Which I'm okay with. Flip it a little bit to level it because they are not self-leveling. Make sure I get it in all of the little 45-degree angles on this one because it's not watery like the other ones. Okay, got that in there. Let me flip it about a little bit to get it to level down. I don't really care about how level it is. This is not that comparison. It is apparently to get a mess everywhere. Okay. Like I said, I am so messy anyway. This one is setting up pretty quick. It's level-ish. I'm just cleaning this off with a wet wipe. Like I did between the other ones. I want to make sure while I'm doing that, I'm going to get this out. 1 to 30, yeah. Nope, grams. Oh, I don't want to do that. How about I do this to rinse it off? Hey, how about you? Okay, I'm trying to clean it off because that stuff was thick. So I know the consistency that they're supposed to be, and I'll have to check with someone that I know that uses this brand a lot. I'll ask Tracy from Mini Scenes GB. Wonderful lady. If you haven't checked her out, you ought to go check it out. And she also has another channel that, or she has 2 other channels. I'm not sure what the other one is, but it's just odds and ends. It's like, it's her fish and her guinea pig and just whatever, you know, it's a whatever channel. And she has another one that's Tracy Lippett, Life of an Older YouTuber. Very interesting stuff on there. Very interesting. Okay, so now that that's cleaned off, we're going to add the Perfect Cast and the water. See, this one is not white either. That EcoPore is not white. The whitest one seems to be the J. Diction. Mixed mold is a little off-white. And I dropped something in it. It's all right. It's all good in the hood. Sorry, I had it way back here, but you can still see it. This is the perfect cast. Now I did it according to their instruction. And now I'm going to pour that one in that cavity. And there's a little bit left, so I don't know. Well, there was a little bit left in all of them. So we're just going to put them all, chuck them all together, and I'll clean those out later on. Clean my a little whisk off. And I'll pour that water in those cups there. And it needs to be cleaned off too. That'll be a good thing for my grandkids to do when they get home. They can clean this whole bucket of stuff for me. Take it outside and play in the water hose. Because I will not put this down my sink. It can clog your pipes. And nobody needs clogged pipes. Alright, we're going to let that sit. Let me clean these up. We're just going to let that sit, and I'm going to leave it on and run. And I'm going to keep checking back every few minutes. And we will just time-lapse this so nothing is going to move. Remember, this is J Diction, Mix to Mold, Eco Pour, and Perfect Cast. Okay. None of them seem to be setting up yet very well. Well, that one is, but it was setting up beforehand. This one's starting to. You can tell by the way the water looks on top. I'm not debubbling or degassing anything. I'm just letting it go. All right, I'm going to mute, and we're going to put this on time lapse, and we will go from there. Okay, it has now been 5 minutes. This one seems to be drying. That one seems to be drying. These two are still pretty wet. So the J Diction is still pretty wet, and the Perfect Cast. But then again, I just did the Perfect Cast, and this one was first. But this one, the Mix to Mold, seems to be drying, and so does the Eco Pour. All right, we'll check back in another few minutes. Okay, it's been another 5 minutes, and this one seems to be pretty good. That one's good. This one's still very wet. Setting, but it's still wet. This one is wet, but it's setting. I can still see the wrinkles in it. And this one was the very last one, so. All right, we'll wait another 5 minutes. Okay, it's been another 5 minutes, so we are now up to 20 minutes. This one is pretty solid, so is the Mix to Mold. This one's still wet, and this one is still wet. It's getting there, but they're still wet. All right, I'm just going to let them go, and at 30 minutes, I'll check them again. Okay, well, it's been just over 30 minutes, and those are done. That one is still wet. That one may have had a little too much water in it. I know from experience that if you put a little less water in the Perfect Cast, it works better. Then again, they are in smaller pieces, So the smaller it is, the longer it takes to work. Just like with resin with thin pieces, it takes longer for it to cure. But these are cured. And we'll continue and wait on that one. Actually, I may try to speed this one along by using my heat gun, but I'm going to mute it while I do that. Well, just that little bit did help some, but it's still a little damp on top, so I'll continue. Now the Perfect Cast does not say that it's an eco resin, but the other three do. This one does not. And it's still damp on top. I mean, it's not too awfully damp, but maybe this one isn't an even comparison with this one, but it's not an eco resin either. The others are. But this one has pretty strong. And I do like it, and I love the fact that it's only $7.49 for a 4-pound bag. And when I buy it, I buy 2 or 3 bags at a time, and I put it in one of those Walmart canister sets, like the bigger one. And it holds 3 bags at a time. But these are done. This was J. Diction Mix to Mold Eco Pour from Just For You Online UK, and this is Perfect Cast from Hobby Lobby. These are all cool. This one's still a little warm, but it's drying out pretty good. It is Florida and it is humid, and I do believe that one might have had a little too much water in it. The more water it has, the longer it takes to cure. So these are the 3 main ones that I was doing, because these are the ones that people can get online and everywhere else. You can get this one online, but these are the ones here that everybody's been using and everybody raves about. So these were the main ones, but I wanted to get this one in there too. So we'll give it a few more. Okay, so we have, this one has finally started drying. It's not dry yet. I just touched it and it's still very wet. I'm going to bring the camera down a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. The Perfect Cast is still very, very wet. But that Eco Pour is hard. It is solid. Mix to Mold is as well. We're not going to tap on that one yet. And that one, my finger would go through. So we're going to wait some more. Okay, it has been an hour since I started pouring. This one is still warm, but it's done. I'm going to go ahead and demold them. This is the J Diction, which took longer. I can break these off. I'll probably use these for like air fresheners. Do the Steve McDonald trick and put the essential oils on it, and I can hang it in the car or whatever, or in each bathroom, because I have a boy that lives here and y'all know what that's like. So this is the J Diction. It's pretty strong, can't break it. Still feels a little wet, but that was because that was the down part. So once these are good and dry, in 24 hours, I can, smooth them off, and then I can put the essential oils on them and leave them stick. So that was J Diction's Resincrete. This one was the Mix to Mold. A little bit of overflow. It's okay. I don't mind. It was just a comparison. It's pretty strong too. And these are, I believe this is a quarter, yeah, these are a 1/4 inch deep. This whole mold was 1/4 inch deep. So that's mixed mold. This is the Eco Pour from Just For You Online UK. And of course it's not, oh, there was a piece of glitter in there. Imagine that, me with glitter. Huh. Never would have thought that, huh? Just rubbing that off. This one's going to need a little sanding on the back. Oh, that just came right off because it's not flat, but that's okay. I'm going to use these for air fresheners. And it is not as strong. It's still quite cold too, so that one was not as strong. I do like it, but it's not as strong. And this one is the Perfect Cast. You can see that it's still wet right there in the middle. And it's not quite as strong either because it is still wet in the middle, if you can see. Because this one, I shouldn't have tried those last two. But now we know. If they're still damp, don't try to break them because they will break. But I will let these dry out for 24 hours and we will be back. And yeah, that mixed mold is not breaking, and neither is the resin creep. No, there's no way I can break those two. These two were still quite wet. So I may do another little batch of just these two and let them sit for 24 hours in the mold. But we're going to come back to these in 24 hours and see what they're like dry. Because if I can't break that dry, then we know it's really good. I shouldn't have tried that. That was my bad on this one. So this was J. Diction, Mixed Mold, Eco Pour, and Perfect Cast. Well, that's the way we got it right now. I will revisit them in 24 hours and finish this video and get it up, hopefully tomorrow. All right, see you later. We'll see you when they're 24 hours old. All right, bye. Okay, we're going to mix up that other two again, the ones that I didn't let dry before I tested them. So this is the Eco Pour, and we did 30 grams of the powder and 90 grams of the liquid. We are at 25. I'll also be doing the Perfect Cast. There's 30. And I get my hands all white and powdery again. There's 30 grams of powder. And we're saying 9 grams of water. Okay, that's 14, 15. There's 9, and that's for that one. They're still in camera shot so you can see everything. And this one is the Plaster Cast. Zero it out. Now these two did not come out white, so whoa, 36, we don't need that much. 32. And it was the perfect amount for those, here we go, 30, for those cavities. And as I did before, I'm going to let it sit there so you can see it curing. Come on, zero out. You can do it. I know you can. There you go. Here you go, little buddy. And 9 grams of water. These two I do believe need a little bit extra water. So once we get started mixing them and stirring them, we will find out. All right, we are done with the scale. Now if I can remember where I put it this time, because I have been searching for it for a while. Okay, so here we go. We got, this is the J Diction. No, I'm sorry, this is the Just For You Online UK Eco Pour. I'm going to add the water to it. Get a stirring stick. Yeah, it needs a little bit more. Or maybe my math is off. I mean, for every 10 parts of water, it's 3 parts of the mix. I mean, no, vice versa. For every 10 parts of powder, it's 3 parts of mix. So I'm just adding a few drops at a time. And sloshing it all about. All over me. Trying to stay in camera. Trying not to be so shrill. Because it's getting on my nerves when I do that in the video. Because I have to edit it, which means I have to hear my own voice, which I do not care for. I don't think anybody really likes their own voice. Okay, there we go. Just a couple extra drops is all it needed. Granted, it is not liquidy. It's still quite thick. Maybe one more drop. And I will put these two on a time lapse as well, so you can watch them curing. But I'm not going to come back every 5 minutes and check it, because that was not really necessary. Okay, here we go. Still not quite as runny, but I don't dare add any more water. It says you can add 5 grams extra to the mixture, but I'm not feeling that. And I'm just going to let it sit here for about 45 minutes or so you can watch it, or until it's dry. And then I'll take it out and throw my keyboard on the floor. In case y'all didn't know that, that's what that was. Alright, I got 99% of it out. Now this one I have to go around the corners, the edges for bubbles. Okay. Now I'll wipe that stick off so I can use that one on the next one. And we'll clean off the edges some, so there's not as much cleanup to do. And then tap it back down. Well, flip it everywhere, April. See an air bubble right there. See one right there. Alright, I got a few more coming up. Ooh, it's stuck to my finger. I am not a scientist. I am just doing this for my own benefit, and for those of you that, you know, are thinking about getting these products, this might help you out a little bit. Price-wise, I still love the Perfect Cast. There it went. Because, you know, $7.50 for 4 pounds, that's a really, really, really good deal. Alright, I'm going to stop messing with this one as I mess with it some more. I say that. I'm just trying to get it a little flatter. I mean, these are going to go in the car anyway because I'm going to do the Steve McDonald trick and put essential oils on it. I have my daughter's car. I have 2 vehicles, one that I never really drive, but I don't know why I have it, except to pay insurance on it. I drive my husband's car now. He had a thing for little bitty cars, and they're great for gas, on gas rather. All right, this is the perfect cast. There's the water that it called for. And, oops, sorry. And again, it needs a wee bit extra. I use this one a lot. But if I want it to have a white base, I have plenty of the mixed to mold, and I have the Just For You Online UK, and I have a little bit of the J. Dixon left, the resin crete. Make sure you scrape all the bottom. I might have added too much water, but it will flow good this way. Sorry about the hair. Because this is the consistency of the other ones. It's kind of like, not milk, not water, but, you know. Okay. If this one doesn't set up, I'm not doing it again because I'm just not. Because I added too much water to it. So, therefore, it may not, or it may take longer to set up. But like I said, I will time lapse. Gosh, April. I'm just going to pour the rest of that in the circle one here. Yeah, I definitely added too much water. I may go ahead and do that one again just while we're here, while it's on there. Paper towel. Actually, I think I'm just going to let it set because it does work pretty good, even if you do add a little extra water. So this one's resin crete. This one is perfect cast from Hobby Lobby. Or as Karen likes to call it from Crafting with Karen, hobbity lobbity. I call it hobbin mobbin. Alright, I clean that cup out. I don't have the bucket in here right now, so. Because I put it outside for the kids. They forgot. Actually, they didn't really forget. They just didn't do it. They have the attention span of a gnat sometimes, I think. Excuse me. Okay, well, we're going to time lapse this starting right now.
I could have
These are the ones that I broke too soon. As soon as I took them out, they were still quite wet. So we're going to attempt to break them. No, not happening. This one is the Gifts for You Online, the Eco 4. That's not happening. Perfect Cast is not happening. That hurts. Nope, it's not happening. So what I'll do with these, I know I can do it with the Perfect Cast, and I know it works with mix to mold. I'm going to grind these up and reuse it as powder. I know you can do it with this one because I've done it, and I know you can do it with the mix to mold because I've done it. So we're going to go back to the time lapse, and hopefully it'll be done very soon. While this is drying, I'm going to move the camera up just a little bit more. Oh, and now you can see all the mess on my desk. I went back to Glitter Hippo yesterday because if you saw in the last video I did with the haul, I made the dragon pendants like this with the inlays from Toon Pitch Crafts, and the Solar Color Dust, the Vibrant Chrome series. And I only had 4 of the colors. Well, yeah, I had to have them all. So I went back yesterday since I had to go into town anyway. And I not only got that, but I got more of the Hyper Hollows. I got the teal, the red, the green, my favorite color, the pink, and the peach. Oh, yeah, love those. I also picked up the other colors of the, oh wait, there was another one, in the fuchsia. So I got 6 new Hyper Hollows, and I got the, and if you get, I think it's 5 or more of these Hyper Hollows, you get 20% off. So bonus. And I got the rest of the Vivid Chromes. And we're going to look at those. And I'm going to swap them on the black also. So I got, let's see, what were the other colors? We have orange, blue, red, if you guys haven't gone to Glitter Hippo or Solar Color Dust and checked them out yet, what are you waiting on? There's a 10% discount. Just use thank you at the checkout. And if you go into the store, you can use that same one. Now, there's discounts when you go to Solar Color Dust and you buy so many of the certain kind, like the Hyper Hollows. You get 5, you get to 20% discount. So I got the blue, the orange, the red, magenta, burgundy, violet, and purple. So I'm going to swatch these on the lids like I did the other ones while this is drying, so you can still see it drying, but I'm going to kill 2 birds, 1 stone type of thing in a jiggy. You know what I mean? All right. Oop, that doesn't have a blade in it. That's not going to help, is it? Where did I put my knife? I could have sworn I put it back yesterday. Oh, there it is. It was hiding behind the pop stick. Okay, let's do purple first, since it's right there. I'm just cutting the box open. And these are best used on black, or I guess a dark color. Okay. Take what's on the lid and rub it on the black. Oh wow, it's pretty. Of course, it would be more intense the more you put on it, I'm sure. Oh yeah, there we go. It looks blue, but it's purple. Trust me. Trust and believe. Okay, that was the purple. Next is the violet. I mean, we're just watching this stuff dry, so may as well. This is the violet. Ooh, that's pretty too. Again, I don't know why it looks blue on camera. It's not. It's actually very pretty violet color. Looks kind of like a grape, you know, fake grape stuff. Close that up, because I'm going to be doing some more of those pendants because they're really cool. I just got out my other one that I got from Wendy as a free gift at Toonfish. It's, you can't really see it, but it's a wolf head. Oh, no, maybe, there you go. It's a wolf head. My grandson absolutely adores wolves. So does my niece. So I'll probably make her a keychain with that in it. This one is the burgundy. Burgundy. Oh, wow. Oh, there it just looks sparkly. That's all it looks. But holy free holies, mamacita. It's a very pretty, well, they say burgundy, but to me it looks kind of like a maple leaf color with shifting colors in it. It's got purples. Looks like gold and green, maybe a little orange. But on there it just looks silver, but there's no silver in it. I don't understand that, but I'll take some pictures of the projects that I do with them. And now that I have that Instagram account set up, I will start putting pictures in there. As soon as my daughter teaches me how. Hey, the girls in the Discord group helped me out a lot with that stuff and how to add my video to collaborations and everything else. So they're a great bunch of girls. DNA Resin and Jelly Beans helped out a lot. Magenta. I really need to get my nails done. Maybe tomorrow during our craft session, which is anyone's welcome to join on Saturdays. I will post in the community tab on here that I will be doing a crafting session that Saturday. So anybody who wants to join, I can have up to 10 people at a time. I will send the links and then you can just join in, and it's a drama-free, bra-free zone. Work in your PJs. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Yabba 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 yabba. Oop. I like to keep the lids in there too, because then it shows what it looks like on white. All these little crinkly things I could do without. But hey, they might be pretty cool in a skull at Halloween time. Oh, y'all want to do Halloween in June? Because we all do Christmas in July. Let's do Halloween in June. Although a week of my June is going to be taking my grandson to his dad and going to see a few people. Hitting the road. This one is the red. And that is still a little damp. I can still see some water on top. That's because I knew it was going to take longer since I added way too much water to it. Ooh. Red, gold, green. Yes, ma'am. Now you don't get a lot in here, but I bought these mainly to do the inlays. I have a whole bunch of those metal wax seal things. I might try some inlays myself. You can see it. There it is. You can see it on there. Isn't that pretty? On white too. It's like a ghost chameleon on white. But it's not a ghost chameleon, if you know what I mean. Next up we have the orange. Ooh, why did it get dark all of a sudden? Oh, it was just the monitor going to sleep. Oh no, Mr. Bill. Sorry for the hair. I dropped the lid to the orange. Ooh, that orange one was packed. Bonus. They package everything in-house, so. Oh, to be one of those girls. That's the orange. It's got an orange, gold, and green color shifting to it. There you can see the green. it is on the white. On the white it has a blue tint to it. That's neat. I probably won't be keeping them in these boxes for very long because that's like a pain in the tuchus to open and close all the time. And we all know I ain't into that. Oh, that one had white. Oh, no. It's holographic. It's iridescent confetti. Can you see the confetti? It's iridescent. Did I get the bonus box? Is it special? Because I'm special. Sealed for my protection. I ain't eating it. Oh, this is the one that I thought I had already bought. But I guess I didn't. It must have been on the counter when I left. Oh, my Jiminy Crickets, Mommy. Look at that blue. Oh, yeah. Well, I am hoping to get this video out today with these on it. And because I help Miss Frances out on Friday nights during her lives. I'm not on camera, but you can hear my voice. The weirdness of it. Because I read her comments to her, because when you're on by yourself and there's nobody to read the comments, you miss a lot of questions and stuff like that. So I'm going to help her out again this week. And we have it a drinking party because we all have a couple drinks together while we're there. This one is still damp. Well, it was just on the top, really. It's a little warm when you touch on it. This one I don't think is going to stay because it has a little crack right there. Which I can fix it if it does crack, but if it doesn't, I'll just grind it up. This one is solid. That one's getting there. Alright, I'm going to go silent for a little bit more and then we will see it in a little bit longer. So it's been almost an hour. At an hour, which would be 12:11, I will take it out of the mold. Yeah, that's what that's called. The mold, and we will check it out then. I'm not going to try to break it because it'll probably still be moist because, like I said, I added too much water to it, and that was my bad. Oh, and I picked this up at the Oddities Expo too. It's a 3D printed knight skeleton, and you can move his sword and the dagger that's in him. You can move it to a few different places. There's one in his head, there's in his knee, and he's articulated, so he moves. And look at the color shifting on him. If anyone's interested, this man has a website, and I will get his card out of the bag, and you can check it out. And the visor moves. I think when it was put together, no, I think they are printed together. So I'm pretty sure that there must be a snag or something on his helmet that it won't go all the way down. I don't know. I don't care. I'm not going to do it. But isn't it cool? You can see in his rib cage and one foot. I think he's cool. He's going to sit up in my living room next to the suit of armor I got for my husband for our wedding anniversary on our 20th. All right, we're going to go back to the music. Here we go. Da 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 da. Okay, it has now been an hour. We're going to demold these. This is the perfect cast. And as you can see, it's not dry yet. It's dry there. Oh, come on. It's dry there, but we're not in here. So I'm not going to attempt to break these yet. This one's dry. So I'm gonna, nope. After an hour, that one's done. It's not breaking. So that is Just For You Online UK, and it's the Eco Pour, and it's super smooth, very hard. It's not white, which is fine because I don't care about that, because I'll be painting something on the front anywhere, stenciling it or something, and I will just leave the back open to add the oils to. Oh wow, this one is, after an hour it did get, okay, yeah, so it'll be even harder later on. So there we have it, perfect cast, Just For You Online UK's Eco Pour. This one was mixed to mold, and this is resin cream. And there we have it, ladies and germs. The white ones are really good. They're all very comparable. These are not breaking. None of these are breaking. I mean, let me keep them in order. They are all very comparable. I prefer this one when I'm doing something that doesn't have to be white because of the fact that it's pocketbook friendly. And in the UK, you guys can get this one easier than we can over here for now. And it is great. I will be using that. Of course I will. I mean, I bought it. I did pay for all of these. None of these were sponsored. I paid for all of these myself. The mix to mold, I have 3 more buckets of that, and when it goes on sale again, I'll get it because for a nice white base, and I know that this one takes the UV, no, not UV, the glow in the dark very well, because I did a couple of projects in this with glow in the dark, and it takes it very, very well, the acrylic paint. This one is the J Diction. I only have a little bit left of it because it's for my grandkids' projects that they wanted the kits, so I bought them the kits. And I don't have a problem with any of them. I prefer this one if it's not white because of the fact that it's cheaper. On the pocketbook, it's $7.49 at Hobby Lobby. You can get it online also. And I will link all of these in this video below. This one, and I'll even link a discount code for the Just For You Online UK. It will not be my discount code. It will be Tracy Lippett from Mini Scenes GB. It will be her discount code, and I will link that below. Mixed to mold, there is no discount code. It's at Michael's. Excuse me. If you have a Michael's app, you can get the coupons for these. It's usually like a 20% off one for a regular item. And the J Diction is from Amazon, and I will link that below as well. Well, there we have it, y'all. An honest review. They're all nice and hard. I like them all for different reasons. And I'm going to use these for air fresheners in my vehicles, in my daughter's car and my bonus daughter's car. She's going to get one. And I'm just going to put some different scented oils on there, whatever they want. And then that can be redone. These would be great for a craft show too. I might start doing some of these type things like this for a craft show, especially this big round one. That would be pretty cool. Oh, let me take this one out. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a crack. Oh, there's not. It's not all the way through. It's not full, so it's not as wide. Oh, it did crack. I had a feeling because when I moved it, it had cracked. That's okay. I'll throw this in the bin to grind back up. All right, with that, if you can make one person laugh or smile every day, then your day has been worthwhile. And I hope at least seeing all these beautiful colors, I did that for you. And I'm going to get this edited and get it put out. All right. Thanks for stopping by. And if you're new to the channel, maybe you want to see more of this, just let me know. If you guys want to see more comparison videos, just comment down below. All my links and everything will be down below, discount codes and email address, the Facebook page, and all that. And I'm going to try to remember to add my Instagram page to it because I just put my first Instagram photo up. Yay! All right, with that, see you guys later. Bye.